Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Daniches and welcome back to the Art Survival video. Today I guess I will teach you something. This one I learned myself through the hard way, and I feel like some other people also experience the same, which is about a vehicle. And sometimes you ran out of vehicle, and that's just awful. And it will get worse if you are out of reach, out of NPC, pretty much like well, for now anyway, the NPC has like all of these at least has gasoline, and some of them has diesel, and then over here to the eastern, everyone has diesel. So yeah. However, if you got stranded, like let's say over here, like in between Arzamas and Izhevsk, like right in the middle. You go here, you try to move from Tula to Chelyabinsk. However, you're not sure if your fuel is enough or not, but you insisted, and then you just go for it. And out in the middle, you just out of fuel, and you got panic. Like you cannot do anything else. Like yeah, like if you run out of fuel, your vehicle will completely not work at all, and that's bad. I have experienced that myself like two times. The first one is in Foreignness. My crash is out of diesel, and unfortunately, the only NPC that sold diesel was Ryazan over here. So it was kind of not bad. It's kind of still close by, but still, it was a long time. So yeah, I need to walk actually. That's kind of crazy. And then the second time, or actually the first time first, is actually here. Near Chelyabinsk, I think it's about here. So yeah, it's not bad. I died though, however, because I dropped anything and then I starved to death pretty much before I reached Chelyabinsk. That's bad. That's the first one, and then the second one is in here, Voronezh, and it was like like far from Ryazan as well. Like I was not sure what I was gonna do as well if Ryazan didn't actually have the diesel. Like the next one that I know is Izhevsk, but yeah, let's imagine about that. Voronezh to Izhevsk is like a long travel, and that's kind of awful in its own. So yeah. Um, from that problem that I learned the mistake by myself, I come up with something. It is called emergency vehicle. Yeah, like emergency vehicle. So that is just what is emergency vehicle. Like, how can you use vehicle, without having any fuel? Well, there's actually some alternatives that you can do. So, if you are new players or beginners, you probably have like, let's say, motorcycle, or this one, bicycle with a cart. Now, what you want to do, listen to me, what you want to do is have a lower tier vehicle that does not require fuel at all, meaning that it will be this bicycle over here. So, yeah, this item weight is 15 kilograms, and this one, bicycle with a cart, it can actually carry up to 70 kilogram, meaning that you can actually carry a bicycle like on top of this bicycle with a cart. So when this bicycle with a cart like broke down somehow, you can still have this bicycle pretty much. And then if you are using motorcycle, meaning that you will need this fuel, which is gasoline, meaning that you will need gasoline, and if you run out of gasoline, then you can use this bicycle with a cart, because this does not use any fuel at all, meaning that if you own motorcycle, at least have one bicycle with a cart inside your motorcycle as well. I know it sounds weird, but well, the game kind of makes it possible, so then so be it. This one will weigh about 35 kilogram. However, as you can see, motorcycle can actually carry up to 250 kilogram, meaning that carrying this, it's even less than 20% of your motorcycle, meaning that you have this emergency vehicle, which is pretty much secondary vehicle that does not require fuel at all. And then if you have, like, for instance, this the ZAZ or ZAZ, um, again, like it's not the motorcycle that you put into the zest, because the motorcycle require gasoline, meaning that if you're out of gasoline, you cannot use zest at all. So why would you carry a motorcycle? So that's the logic there. um, Meaning that you will need still the bicycle with a cart over here. The same goes for this VAZ, GAZ, maybe other stuff as well. But for me, I feel like all the trucker, like you guys that have truck, I feel like you can get electric car, and this one does not actually require any fuel whatsoever. This is electric car, so it relies on electric, and the electric um, comes from something actually. So when I was in university, I joined the chemical engineering car, meaning that it's a car that runs through chemical reaction, and that chemical reaction will generate electricity, and then that electricity you can use that to move the car pretty much. And yes, it actually requires sulfuric acid, just like in real life, actually, just like the project that I did. It actually required this one as well. So yeah, it's kind of quite accurate there. And then obviously there's this welder, this generator as well. So yeah, I feel like if you guys have truck, get yourself an electric car, because this one will carry for 700 kilograms, or about 700 kilogram, and the item weight itself is only 750 kilogram, meaning that yeah, this one, the GAZ, it can carry about 9 tons, meaning that this is pretty much like less than what is it like it's still less than 15%, I would say, of your entire inventory. And as you progress and get better vehicle, like for instance this Crash, which I love and I always use, this can carry up to 40 tons, meaning that this electric car is pretty much like yeah, it's just like 2.5%, like less than 2.5%, I think, if my math is correct. Is it? Uh, 1 out of 40. Yeah, it's like less than 2.5% of your inventory. Let's actually try that. Okay, so I have this Crash. Let's actually pick up this electric car. And yeah, like I said, it's just 2%, which is kind of insane. So yeah, it's actually great as well. As you can see, I pinned this by one. And that's actually great, like I said. So let's actually demonstrate now. So I have this paint, and let's say I ran out of fuel, like this one. Diesel is gone. Oh no, my diesel is gone. What am I going to do? I have 999% inventory. I have 18 tons out of 60 kilograms only. That's actually bad. I cannot move at all. Someone please send me some diesel. And well, surprising, not really surprising, you cannot actually give someone else diesel. So yeah, there's that. Now what you want to do is, you have this electric car still getting paint in your inventory. What you want to do is use this like that, and then you drop stuff that are sort this by weight, and then you just start dropping everything pretty much, like this one, like dropping everything until you have like less than 100% inventory pretty much, which is kind of interesting as well. I already make video about this as well, about our series pretty much about inventory management. So you probably want to manage your inventory a little bit more if if you're having problem with all of this stuff. Yeah, now this is 98%. You can go down, like reduce some more until you have enough, and then you review about, yeah, you like like probably like 50%, 60%, and then that should be enough. And then you review your entire inventory again, starting from that specific vehicle, meaning that you scroll down here, you check the components that you use to repair this. For instance, this one, it requires 10 auto spare parts, meaning that you will want to have some auto spare parts inside your inventory, maybe getting pinned as well. In this case, I pinned for 25. It's probably a little bit low, so maybe 50. I feel like 50 should be enough. And then, as you can see, insulating tape, like unit 35. So for 10 repairs, meaning that you need 350. So you probably can pin about 1,000. And then over here, the screw, it requires 14, meaning for 10 repairs, you will need 140. Meaning that, yeah, like you can just spend 100 probably. And then this one, machine oil, you want 10 times of this, meaning 5,000. Probably pin like 10,000 then. And then having this one, tires, you need 10. So, just pin 10. And then electrical cable, you need 10 as well. 10 times 10 is 100, pin 100 pretty much. Same as sulfuric acid, you need 10 multiplied by 10 repairs, which is 100. And then you just have some toolkit, one welder, and one generator in your inventory. And once those item is there, like at least 10 repairs, so meaning that it needs actually 100 auto spare parts. So you need 100 getting pinned. Um, so yeah, with that, meaning that once you have all these components ready in your inventory, you're good to go, pretty much. However, you also still need to check your food as well. You still need water because traveling will require water. Also food as well. So keep in mind, like I said, you drop this up to 50% and then you review your inventory again. Like you probably need something else that is important, like food, water, and then equipment as well. Don't forget about that, like weapon, ammo. You will need those to, and like to fight random encounters, like maybe bandits, maybe like bees, maybe scorpions, maybe like bears, boars, whatever. So you will need some weapons as well. And then just like basic tool, like toolkit, axe, and whatever, like few of them pretty much. And then you're good to go. In this case, using this electric car. From wherever you are, like you got stranded, let's say here, in the middle of Arzamas and Izevsk, or maybe you got stranded, yeah, like over here, in the middle of Krasno and Irkutsk, or over here pretty much. Like I don't know why you wander that far, like maybe over here as well. You can use that electric car to bring you to the nearest survivor base, and then from there you can do something, like do things a little bit more securely. As long as you're close to this survivor base, then you should be okay, I would say. But yeah, that's actually important. Like I said, this vehicle over here is pretty much like super important. I also pin this bicycle with card as well. Just for tertiary, again, like emergency as well. If my electric car somehow broke, like in the middle, now I still have another layer of emergency vehicle, which is this bicycle with a card. So yeah, there's just like that. It's just for emergency vehicle. Like it weighs not that much, like as you can see it's 18%, now it's only 19%. That's actually even less than 2%. So yeah, just like that, it can make any difference, I would say. Because let's think about it this way. Previously I got stranded in Voronezh with my crash, but I don't have any diesel at all, meaning that I need to go to the nearest survivor base that sells diesel, and that happens to be Ryazan. Now, with this vehicle, like electric car, I can reach Ryazan more quickly, more securely, with more stuff with me as well. Because if I don't have this vehicle over here, and then my crash is out of fuel, meaning that I need to drop this, and then yeah, like I need to drop all of this stuff until I only have 60 kilograms, which is, it's kind of punishing, I would say. That's why um, having this emergency vehicle really really helps you. It helped me, like really helped me. I learned this like the hard way, two times by the way, near Celia. Although it's kind of close, as you can see, it's like just barely over here, like um yeah, over here, I think, like over here, I ran out of diesel, and then I need to walk, like literally walk down this road, and then I think I died near Mias over here. I died, which is kind of disappointing because, as you can see, it's really short. However, just walking in general, you cannot bring a lot of stuff with you. You also cannot walk faster without the perk as well, meaning that, yeah, I learned the hardest way there. Also, the second one, which is here in Foreigners, it was kind of stupid as well. Like, what happened if Ryazan doesn't actually sell diesel? Meaning, I need to go to EZEVs, and as you can see, it's just like, it's pretty much gonna be end game for me. Like, I need to actually craft a gasoline car, and then I need to go back to gasoline car, and then yeah, and then I just go to the EZEVs. Also, that's assuming that I'm near NPC in the first place. But what if I'm down here, like down here, out of nowhere? I ran out of fuel. What should I do? What should you do, right? That's why I make this video. It's for vehicle, emergency vehicle like this. Um, so yeah, like PSA, I guess, keep yourself, like, pin yourself one electric car and one bicycle with a cart. There's also another vehicle that doesn't require fuel at all, which is the flying magic carpet. It was from the Halloween event. There is also, I believe, the ATV, the Arctic ATV, I think. I don't know if that requires fuel or not. I don't think so. I might be wrong. Maybe it still does require, but yeah, but still though, I think the best case scenario is that you have this electric car and bicycle with a cart. Unfortunately, there is not really anything else like in between bicycle with a car to electric car. As you can see, this only carried 70 kilogram, and then after that, this one carries 700 kilograms. That's like 10 times jump. I feel like there should be another one like in the middle, maybe some kind of raft, probably like this, like raft, but you need like um like better raft than this, but it doesn't require gasoline, unlike this motorized raft, which it actually requires gasoline. So yeah, there's that. But anyway, whether or not it's gonna get introduced in the future, I don't know. I feel like they will eventually, because this 70 to 700 is kind of high of a jump. Like maybe there's some in between, like 250, 300 kilograms, that pretty much gonna bridge from this to this. So that people that has the cars, like the gasoline car like this one, they can still have that uh, vehicle in between this, and not always having to use electric car, because as you can see, this item weight is 750 kilogram. Meaning that if you use let's say this only has 575, meaning that your electric car will not fit inside ZAS. Well, I guess that makes sense. Also, like this one as well. The gas though, it carries about 1.2, and this one is 750. So I guess you can actually, put your electric car inside this gas. But still, I feel like if you have ZAS and then VAS, I feel like maybe somewhat about 200 kilograms, and not this bicycle with a cart, but that's just, yeah, that's just that. Anyway, that'll be it for this one. This is the Artral video reviewing about what is it called again, emergency vehicle, and why it is important, and why you should have one of those as well, or maybe even more of that, like electric car and bicycle with a cart at the same time, like me. So if I ran out of diesel like this, I can just drop this and drop anything that is heavy, review my inventory, and then I can pretty much just use electric car that takes me to the nearest survivor base, and then there I probably can buy more diesel, and then I can carry that back to the crash, and then I can use this crash again. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan if I'm out of fuel, pretty much. Yeah, I think that'll be it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something out of this as well. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you again very soon in the next Day Art Survival video. But until then, see ya.